There you go, right. On the count of three, we go wild and crazy and welcome the wonderful Robin Bank to the stage. 1, 2, 3, go crazy. Please welcome Robin Bank.
Look, I've got to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure how this gig is going to go. Because I'm 78 now and I fell on the stairs at this other club earlier and I banged me fucking head. So I hope it don't affect the act, all right? Well, I'm 78 years of age and I fell on the stairs earlier and I banged my head. And I hope it don't affect the act. Now just relax, everybody, because basically it's very, very important for people to realise what it's like for you as an audience. Before the acts come on, how hard it can be for you. You relax, you're having a chat. You know, then the lights go down, the music swells up, and you start getting all nervous, thinking, oh my God, comedians are coming on in a minute. Hope they like us. I knew I should have done the subtle stuff too early. Now just relax, everyone, because I am not going to be asking you any questions like the compere did and Robert did, because that's old. I'm just not that interested in you. But unfortunately, the rules of comedy, I'm not going to ask you, for example, if you're going to buy your own house, because you're not. It's life, you know. But the rules of comedy is one has to show some ambience and interest in you. So basically, you two know each other?
Us two? No.
Thank God for that. You got a job?
Yeah,
Marvellous. You live local? Fantastic. Well, I think I fulfilled the rules of comedy as such. Now let's get the heckles out of the way. Your shoes are shit. That's that bit done. As you get older in life, you find your attitudes change about certain things. For example, last night I climbed the stairs, got to the top eventually. Because I have a house, all paid for. And my elder son was up there and I wanted him to get me up early in the morning. So I got up there and I was about to knock on the door and the door was a bit ajar. So I just looked in to see what he was doing and he was watching porn. So I watched for a couple of minutes. Memories, like the corners of my mind. And it shows how your attitudes change in life because like this blonde girl, very pneumatic, was thrown on the bed. He went to jump on her. He was built like a massive thing. And all I could think of was, oh, bloody hell. That bed's enough, look comfortable. Some things change all the time. For example, I don't want to turn into one of these moany old buggers, but standards are dropping everywhere, genuinely. I mean, like the NHS, I support them, but I had my fourth prostate examination, right? It'll happen to you, mate, don't worry. By the fourth different doctor, right? And not one of the buggers has found my G-spot. Does it work? Does it exist, the G-spot? I've got no idea. Sorry, I'm talking to the care in the community section over here. We're all near the same age group and all that. And standards are dropping generally as well. I mean, for example, I went to the hairdressers the other day. This young girl, right? Well, young, she was just a fucking fetus. And she just shows you the manners of them. Like, it seems like in Clapham, where I live, all hairdressers, are there any hairdressers in? Well, in Clapham, South London, they seem to have this thing of having to speak as if there's something wrong with her voice. They make a silly noise at the end of it. Like I walked in and she said, "Have you come for an appointment?" And I went, "Yeah, 3:30, Robin Banks, that's why I'm here." She said, "Oh, you come to have your hair done?" I went, "No, fish and chips. What do you think I've come for, you silly kid?" And she took me down the back and she sat me down there, and this other young girl came out. She said, "Do you want a cup of tea?" And I went, "Yeah, 3 sugars." She came back, she slammed it in my hand, no fucking sauce or anything. And then this other one started washing my hair. And she's turning on the water, and it was bloody hot. And then she said, "Is it too hot?" And just because I'm from South London, I want to fucking, act it all. I went, "No, actually, love, you can turn up a little bit for a joke." And she fucking did. Suddenly, I got lesions forming in my scalp and that. And then this big fog of steam, and I hear this disembodied voice go, "Oh, you're going grey." I said, "Well, get a fucking move on then." And where I live in Clapham, I've got to be honest, as I said, I'm 78 and I can't go like I used to, but I've still got the moves and that. And you look at that guy, I'm quite proud of it. I have been unsuccessfully mugged now 3 times. That's how shit the muggers are around my area. The last one was only about 2 months ago. I'm coming over from Tesco's and I've got 2 shopping bags, right? And I'm walking along the road like this with 2 shopping bags, one in each hand. Quite obvious that I've been doing shopping. This geezer lurched out of nowhere, stunk to high heaven, about 6 foot, had an anorak on that smelt to high heaven as well. And he went up to me, he said, "All right, Grandad?" And I went, "Yeah." He said, "You got any money?" I said, "Well, what do you fucking think?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, can't you see? I've just been shopping." And he went, "Well?" I said, "Well, I ain't got no money. Prices have gone through the roof. Have you not noticed that?" And he said, "I got a gun." I went, "Really?" He said, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "Well, what's that got to do with it? I've got no money." He said, "Well, what do you do?" I said, "I sell things, all right." I said, "But I've got no money." He said, "Well, I've got a gun and I have to get it out in a minute and show you it. And once I get it out, I've got to use it. So it's up to you." And I said, "Where'd you buy this gun from?" He said, "Locally." I said, "How long ago?" He said, 2 weeks. I said, "You ain't got no fucking gun." He said, "How do you know?" I said, "Because I sell the guns round here." And we sold fuck all this week. And then I got a bit bored with him, so I said, "I've got a second-hand one. If you want it, you can have this one." And he fucked off. I find out certain things in life change and you have to change with them and that. And I've got an autistic kid. He's 33 now, and I'd like to tell you that you can always find a way around things. For example, you all know about the Data Protection Act and all this, and because if basically, when you phone up about anything to do with the NHS or even the council, you have to be the person they're speaking to. So I'm phoning up for my son, and this woman comes on, and she says, "Hello, my name is Claudia, and I'm phoning to speak to Matthew Scott." And I said, "Well, he's not here." She said, "Are you Matthew Scott?" I said, "I just said he's not here." She said, "Well, I must speak to him. It's very important. It's a medical appointment coming up for him. He's autistic, isn't he?" I said, "Yes, he is." She said, "Well, I'll have to speak to him." I said, "Well, you can't, but I stand in for him on everything." She says, "No, it has to be him, Data Protection Act and all that." And I said, "Right, hang on a minute." "Oh," because there's always a way. I said, "I just heard a knock at the door. It could be him coming back early." And then I just made out that I went to get her, and I came back and I said, "It'd be Matthew." And I went, "Hello, my name is Matthew. What's your name?" She said, "Claudia." Matthew, which is me, goes, "Hello, chlamydia." After 3 times saying chlamydia, she said, "Can you put me back to your father?" Which proves there's always a way. And I'll leave you one last thought. Sometimes things happen in life that you think are quite normal, and You think you've got the answers to everything, and then something unexpected happens. The other day, walking across Clapham Common, there's this guy walking towards me. Tall guy, got a pole across his shoulder like that. And just being curious, I said, "Are you a pole vaulter?" And he went, "Nah, German." "But how you know my name is Walter?" "That's for you, mate, because in German, the Walter is Walter, isn't it?" Yeah. Right, lastly, I'd like to think about something. You'll hear a lot of comedians come on stage and they actually go anyway, and there's a pause sometimes. It's because they're thinking of what else to say. And other times, people talk generally and they go anyway, and that means they just can't think of anything else to talk about. That's the way life is sometimes. Anyway.